scripts right now. All of them are written by Eric Pitlick, and none of them make any sense. Guys, since when is throwing hard-boiled eggs at the painting of Mr. Gilbert funny?
Mr. Corley, what are you talking about? My ideas are excellent. I brought in another script today. You want to hear it?
Is it going to get me fired?
Probably.
Alright, let's hear it.
Okay, so Mr. Zinselmeyer is going to walk on stage, right? And basically what's going to happen is I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give him a kiss.
I don't get it.
The joke is he's in love with Mr. Zinselmeyer.
How about instead we do a skit where we tie you to a pole and I shoot a cannon under your chest?
It's a terrible idea.
So is teaching geometry to sophomores for the rest of my life, but you don't hear me complain. I would also like to emphasize that we need scripts, not ideas.
Mr. Corley, what if we have one where there's an incoming freshman and he's reading the letter about iPads, but he misreads it, and instead, he buys a second concrete mix?
Maybe. I feel like we use that joke every year. Enough with the idea chat, let's get some scripts going.
Mr. Corley, I have such a good idea.
No! Do you have any idea why I just threw a chair at you?
Because you're a psychopath.
At this rate, Follies will be canceled, and I seem to be the only one that cares at this point. I take hours out of my life that I could spend riding my bike around town in my biking shorts to help these ungrateful seniors get their Follies done. And what do I have to show for it? Nothing except a few scripts written by Eric Pitlick that are probably going to get me fired. I am so sick of listening to these seniors. Oh, Mr. Corley. What if we did a skit making fun of Mr. O'Connell for saying quit being weird? Mr. Corley, we should do a skit making fun of you stressing about Follies. I'm so tired of it. I knew I should have joined Lance Armstrong's bike racing team when I had a chance. It'll take an act of God to save Follies this year. What in the world is going on?
Good evening, Frank.
Who the hell are you?
You don't recognize me? I'm the devil!
The devil? Brock, is that you?
No, I'm the devil! You know, Lucifer? I make the egg and cheese sandwiches in the SLUH cafeteria. Well, I hear you're in a pickle with your senior Follies.
You could hear that? You have no idea how stressed I am. I would do anything to have these Follies perfect, over with.
Anything?
Oh, easy safe.
I'm this world's oldest businessman, Frank. Let's make a deal. I can work some magic so that these senior Follies turn out just the way you'd like them to, with the best jokes ever, and in return, you do a favor for me.
That sounds perfect. What kind of favor? Do you want my soul?
No. You have made fun of Jack Potter far too many times for your soul to be of any use to me. No, I want something better. I desire the brain of Craig Hannock. With it, I can finally win the war between heaven and hell. Do you imagine it? An infinite wealth of knowledge. Nothing can stop me! Sorry, I get a little excited.
Well, I guess you have a point.
the show.
It'll be a great show. It's Senior Follies. We know for sure we're ready to go. It's Senior Follies. What situation could be quite so grand as having this last chance to sing and dance and hand? Do some skits and sing some songs, throw in a few puns. The evening is just getting started. We just begun.
Hey Alex, how many SLUH seniors did it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know, Marty. How many SLUH seniors does it take to screw in a light bulb?
One! He holds it up and the whole world revolves around him!
It's here, it's now, it's gonna be a great show. It's Senior Follies. We know for sure we're ready to go. It's Senior Follies. College application's done and acceptance is now in. We take the time to do the show and share with you a grin. Let's have some fun, come watch your friends relax for a while. We know they surely enjoy our show and go with a smile.
Hey, Bob, what's the difference between God and a SLUH senior? I don't know, Joel. What is the difference between God and a SLUH senior? God doesn't think he's a SLUH senior!
It's here, it's now, it's gonna be a great show. It's Senior Follies. We know for sure we're ready to go. It's Senior Follies. It's gonna be a great time for you and for me. We know that you will get a laugh from what you will see. So settle in and lean on back, there won't be a doubt. There'll be the class of 15 and singing and shout. We've got that razzmatazz, hot swinging jazz. Fun, this is the one.
Hey, John Jake, why is the Junior Billiken the perfect mascot for a SLUH senior?
I don't know, Brian. Why is the Junior Billiken the perfect mascot for a SLUH senior?
Because all he does is just sit on his ass and smile.
Come on, it's here, come on, it's now. Come on, it's here, come on, it's now. It's Senior Follies. Senior Follies.
Oh, great Webasine! Reveal to us your wisdom. Great and powerful Webasine, we seek so that thy knowledge might be shared with us. The Master speaks to us. It seeks to know our answers. Let's talk to it.
All is known to you, good master.
Oh, great Webasine, we need your mercy.
All depend on your mercy.
May your benevolence give us another chance to pass your magnificent trials.
Amen.
Now, you may come and ask the great Webasine for wisdom and fair judgment.
In the presence of the faithful, I beseech you to ask our master if the answer to the second question of the third chapter of the book of chemistry is 89.3. This is my second response to this question.
1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answering questions sure is fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Answering questions sure is fun.
The great Webasine deems your answer to be...
The heretic! He is inconvinced!
All hail the great and powerful Moth!
Turn away from the evil Webasine. Enjoy
mocks loving and grace.
Nay! Stay with website. The false mobs drain away your life, your health, your grave. Website only cares for our well-being and our knowledge.
But Mr. Bond, we can't let website have a monopoly on the school, can we?
Maybe, Mr. LeBou, but we can't let them think there are any alternatives. Otherwise, we lose our grip on them. And because of that, this man is a false prophet and a traitor to website. And as such shall be banished from our lands. He will no longer be allowed on this stage, nor on the third floor, the great home to website. Be gone, and never return.
I shall return to save you someday, my children. But for now, I must depart. I will return.
Congratulations on breaking his vows and patience. Remember, if we stay in website's good faith, we will find everlasting happiness and peace. Now, shall we continue?
In the presence of the faithful, I beseech you, Master, to ask if the answer to the second question of the fourth chapter of the book of physics is 9.83. This is my final response for this question.
A, B, C, D, C, B, A. May the good master smile your way. A, B, C, D, C, B, A.
May the good master smile your way.
The great website deems your answer to be
This man seems to want the blessings of website only so long as it suits him. Does he fear disappointing our good master? He should, for what the master giveth, he also taketh away. Now, throw him into the pit of failure, where he may ponder his shortcomings in the heat of website's fury. No! No, you can't do this! It was an honest rounding error! No! This is what happens to those who disappoint website. Our master is good to us, but only so long as we pass the temptations he sets in our path. Remember this, and we shall reap all the benefits of his loving guidance. Who would like to speak with the master now? I do. Very good, most gracious John. Proceed with your request.
In the presence of the faithful, I beseech you, our master, to ask if the first question of the first answer, the book of chemistry, is 3. This is my first response to this question.
thinking what it's all about, solving stuff and stressing out. Thinking what it's all about,
solving stuff and stressing out.
The great website deems your answer to be
The great website. That's your cue.
Has the great website abandoned?
No! The great website will never abandon us. He's simply thinking over his decision to make sure he makes the best possible for us. Stupid school internet connection.
You know, I say that we are free from the oppression of website, and I say we leave. Who's with me?
You! No! The great website will punish us for returning. Guards! After them!
Freedom!
Well, at least there's one dedicated man left. Wait, that was wrong? No, that was just a first try to leave. Come back!
Excuse me? Is this where I come to find the answers to my questions?
Perhaps there is hope yet. Of course. This is the home of Webasai, our great master who knows the answer to all of our questions.
Is he a kind, gracious leader?
Of course! Yeah, right! Come, my child. The old ones are lost. We must find new ones to lead to enlightenment.
What happened to the old students?
A crisis of faith, my child. A crisis of faith.
For the recent ones, cash for those who can't pay so they can come here anyway. Cash for the students.
the teachers and the janitors.
Cash for the buildings like the commons and the field house.
Cash for the building of a new soup kitchen. Look, what do you talk? 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 When do we get it? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? When do we get it? We can talk, we can wonder, we can talk, we can wonder, we can think, sit in meetings all day long. But the question is, where do we get all the funds? Where's all that money gonna come from? What do you talk? Where do we get it? What do you talk? Where do we get it?
Cash bow, cash bow, cash bow, cash
A
bow.
mother's love knows how to put on a dinner and an auction, that's for sure, that's for sure. What did they auction? What did they sell? What did they auction? What did they sell? We could auction off permission to park out an oven or dinner with the president.
Or breakfast with the Jesuits.
What about a piece of chalk used in 1924?
Or the handles that we used on the old front doors.
Party favors made of cowboy hats and navy blue laces, center piece of shape like billikens with creepy burning faces.
Cash bow, cash bow, cash bow.
But if that's not enough, then what else can we do? Cookie sales, puppy chow, cookie sales. What do you talk? What do you talk? That's a puppy. What do you talk? Let's all get out our phones and call up some alumni.
In my office, there's a list with all of their names.
And remember that with that, we'll throw a fancy dinner party to show them our gratitude for everything they do for us.
Our donors are so generous and they'll all support our mission.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can talk, have ideas, think out loud, and debate. But when it comes down to it, we gotta trust the Lord. Dear Lord, we entrust to you our school with its students and its money, and we pray that you provide for us as you have always done. Amen. Amen. But what about the iPads?
Welcome everyone to the first official meeting of the SLUH class of 2019. I'm Dr. Brand, the principal here at SLUH. It's so great to finally have all of you here with us. After interviews, countless pages of applications, and a hefty down payment, you're finally all SLUH boys. It is a title held with great prestige, but with it, a lot of responsibility. For example, when you're a SLUH boy, we think you're gonna really like it. When you're a SLUH boy, you'll have a very different life. You'll have to learn to change all of your ways. School starts at 7:50 every day. That's the way when you're a SLUH boy. You're gonna make a great alumni. When you're a SLUH boy, you will succeed on ACTs. Who cares about your grade school days and what they mean to you? When you're a SLUH boy, you'll do what SLUH boys always do.
When you're a SLUH boy, you're gonna have to buy an iPad.
SLUH boy, you're not gonna know what you want. It's the way of the future.
You really can't agree with all this stuff.
In terms of iPads, we have had enough.
When you're a SLUH boy, you're gonna have some more classes. When you're a SLUH boy, you'll have an overgrown dog. Just be prepared and soon you'll see that life is not so hot. When you're a SLUH boy, you'll have to learn an awful lot. Dance break! When you're a SLUH boy, that's right. When you're a SLUH boy, that's right. When you're a SLUH boy, that's right. You're obligated to your class. It's SLUH high first and SLUH high last. All others by and by. When you're a SLUH boy, you are a very awesome guy. When you're a SLUH boy, you're one of us for your whole life. taught school puts them in their places. We see them new freshmen calling in every year. We know that they can't tell what's happening to make them here. Cause we were never, ever as long as them. And every inch of us burning from the bottom to the lid. And my teacher, they told me not just young guy. They said you were a freshman, no you were never lied. You know I can't be expected to be nice to everyone. So don't judge us, the truth is that we are just having fun. Because you know I'm all about the nibbles, freshman nibbles, they mumble. I'm all about the nibbles, sophomore nibbles, there's trouble. I'm all about the nibbles, junior nibbles, that's trouble. I'm all about the nibbles, senior nibbles, hey! We bring tradition back. Go back to town for the students back. The song they got it bad. But I need something every inch of us is working from the bottom to the rear. Yeah, my teacher told me not just a young guy. Since you were a freshman, you were just nice. No, I can't be expected to be nice to everyone. So don't judge us, the truth is that we are just having fun. Because you know I'm all about the nibbles, freshman nibbles, stay humble. I'm all about the nibbles, sophomore nibbles, there's trouble. I'm all about the nibbles, junior nibbles, that's double. I'm all about the nibbles, senior nibbles. Because you know I'm all about the nibbles, freshman nibbles, stay humble. I'm all about the nibbles, sophomore nibbles, there's trouble. I'm all about the nibbles, junior nibbles, that's double. I'm all about the nibbles, senior nibbles. Because you know I'm all about the nibbles, freshman nibbles, stay humble. I'm all about the nibbles, sophomore nibbles, there's trouble. I'm all about the nibbles, junior nibbles, that's double. I'm all about the nibbles, senior nibbles. Hey!
Make copies, run files, make tea and bake crumpets.
Yeah. We've had Jack around here for, I don't know, 2 or so months now. He's been really
Fine. He's really been fine.
Thanks, Frank.
I'll be right here if you need me.
Yeah, the department's pretty cool. I enjoy talking to Mr. Kravaric and Miss Moran. Mr. Hussum, he's... What? Is he doing the skull thing again? Yeah, he does that. Stories are true. I have a tattoo of William Faulkner on my lower back. Anyways, you guys came out of Victor. I think the administration has some in-services, which is fine. Should be fine. Well...
So, if you checked your email last night, you would have seen that we have an in-service day today. It seems that we've gotten some complaints about a certain teacher's handwriting. The administration has decided to send over a handwriting expert from the science department.
All right. This is prime time rap. Today, we have the talents of the math department against the talents of the science department. To start us off today, we have the queen of chemistry, Mrs. Mary Russo.
Hey, Mary. Come on, Mary.
Okay.
Alright. I'm about to be victorious, yeah. I'm a shoo-in. Gather around, students. Tell me, how are we doing? Math department's so lame, they might as well quit. You know what, kids? Let's talk to it. After hearing my rhymes, you'll know how to respond. Your rap name's weaker than a covalent bond. Whoa! Sign curve, you're so flimsy and frail. You're basic. A 14 on the pH scale. Another burn from Russo.
added to the roster. Isn't that right, Doctor? Doctor? My raps are so fire, they spark a chemical reaction. Math teachers can't get in on this action. Their classes are boring. They put me in a slumber. My street cred's bigger than Avogadro's number!
Why don't you do times 10 to the 23rd? Okay, that was hot. Next up, we have President and Principal of SLUH, Mr. Craig Hannon.
All right. Back off, Ms. Russo. Your time is through. Don't worry, everybody. I take care of you. I'm Craig to the Hannon. I'm the ACT whiz. That's right. I'm the best in the biz. Science gonna lose. They never had a choice. The verses are as monotonous as my voice. Boozing heart so old, any day he'll croak. Come on, guys, you can laugh. It was just a joke.
That's right, let's hear it, athletes. Yeah! 2, 4, 6, 8, time to differentiate your beat beats from my rhymes that will inebriate. I'm so bad, you'll want to run off and tattle. Well, guess what, science? I'm ready to do battle. Yeah, my flow is so sick. Yeah, it's the top. Ladies, take one look and say, goody gumdrop. Science, wow, can you sit? You'll need absolution. In my class, we salute the general solution with beautiful elocution. You want to save execution from my persecution? You'll see restitution, even retribution. But you can't stop me on my bike wheel distribution. Is it getting too hot on your kettle? Let me stop and let the dust settle.
Hello, I'm Connor Buckley. And I'm Jake. Hello, I'm Connor Buckley. And I'm Jake Pizzatola. Here are this week's top stories. 3 SLUH students' Twitter accounts were found beaten to death in their SLUH apartment late last night. A note was scribbled and left on their lifeless handles with a simple message. Share your thoughts on anything controversial, and you will be next. The letter was written on Merrick's Hall letterhead. As many of you know, Mr. Joe Schulte directed his final play at the U High this February. After 50 years of being the man behind the musicals, many wonder where he'll go from here. All right, Mike guy. Some car driver in the corner is saying the new bike lane on Oakland is the worst thing that has happened to me in my entire life. What's your response to this?
I agree 100%.
Really? Why?
Connor, the Oakland bike lane is just a tease of what this world could really be like. All bike lanes. I mean, close your eyes, imagine this with me. 4 bike lanes of pure cyclist freedom. No kids rushing to schools so they can get educations. No trucks delivering food so people can eat. I mean, it is heaven. Besides, I've been working for months along with Matt Bernard to shut down Highway 40 to bring awareness to the new bike lane. You know, she has a lot of experience standing in large groups of people on highways, inconveniencing drivers.
No, that just sounds terrible.
Yeah, forget it. It's just a pipe dream. I'll just have to keep riding my bike lane big enough for an SUV and in the car lane. You wanna know why? Because I damn well can.
Wait a second. Ladies and gentlemen, the only guy that actually uses the Oakland Avenue bike lane.
So today, I thought we'd start by reviewing some formulas. Does anyone know the formula for the volume of a sphere? Yes? Is it 4/3 pi r cubed? Correct. Now, Freddie, do you know the formula for the area of a circle?
Aw, shoot! I always forget this one.
It's a pirate's favorite formula.
Still not sure.
Pi r squared.
Classic. That was great, Mr. Steingerby.
Mr. Steingerby, I have a question.
Well, ask away.
Accurately estimate the area under the curve because the graph on the worksheet isn't drawing the scale.
Only fish are drawn to scale. Just integrate by parts and that goose is cooked.
Thanks.
So speaking of volumes, I figured we'd take a look at some of the homework problems. Let's take a look at number 35. So we set up an integral from 0 to 3 times 2 pi to the this ugliness monster squared. And we integrated it into basic algebra, and that goose was cooked. Well, guys, it seems that we're running out of time, so you'll have to try some of these on your own tonight. And we'll have a big beast of a problem for you tomorrow in class. Little touch up here. Final joke here. I am ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to tonight's comedian, Mr. Don Steingrooby.
Hey folks, how are you doing tonight?
Great.
Alright, so, earlier today, I was talking to one of my calculus students, and I warned him, you better bring a warm coat to class tomorrow, because we're going over polar equations! Well, I have a dear friend named Goldilocks, and she can't stand having 8 ice cubes in her cup of ice water, because it's too cute! Does anyone know what Al Gore plays on the guitar?
What?
Algorithms! So a while back, I wanted to be a professional baseball player. I was in the batting cage at one of these tryouts, and I just couldn't hit the ball. So I went over to the hitting coach. You know what I told him? I'm a calculus teacher. I'm much better at fitting curves than hitting curves.
This could be the greatest night of your lives. Now, you shouldn't have any doubt in your mind about what you're supposed to do tonight and how you're supposed to do it. We've come too far. We've worked, we've trained for this for 4 years together. This is your game now, gentlemen. 3 seniors. It's your last one. So make it count, because you will remember it for the rest of your life. I don't want them to get another goal. We gotta go out there, we gotta take it. Take the game, shove it right in their face. That is how winning is done. If you don't come together now, it's over. I guarantee you. A week won't go by in your life you won't regret walking out, letting them get the best of you. Now I'll ask you one last time to be the best you can be. Play like champions. Win for champions. That's why we can go out there and play the hardest. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. In any fight, it's the guy who's willing to take the hits, willing to die, that's gonna win that itch. And on this team, we fight. We shut them down because we can. A day may come when the courage of men fails.
that I